Hello and welcome to another episode of the Early Morning Podcast. My name is at Vik_EMP, and today's a special episode. It's episode 58. We got this. You could describe him as homosexual. You could describe him as a Jewish-looking guy that's also Hispanic. You could also call him a comedian because that is what he does. But yeah, we have guest Johnnie Gonzalez in the house, man. How you doing, bro?
Doing good. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming, man. I mean,
is this good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Your levels are chilling, man.
Straight?
Yeah, you're chilling, dude.
For sure. Yeah, bro. Pleasure to be here.
Of course, dude.
Back at it.
Back at it. Yeah, this is his second appearance on EMP. Grab you a J, grab you a brew, grab you whatever it is you do. We got some Michelobes or some beers. It's fine, whatever it is. But yeah, bro. I mean, you were here. I think I said like 5-6 months ago last time.
It was.
And did you enjoy that episode, or did you enjoy that experience?
It was great. Yeah, to be honest, probably like the best podcasting experience.
Word, dude. And that might be, I think, probably our top 3 episodes with view wise. So
top 3
and likes. I checked today. I think that's the most likes.
Top 3, not bad.
Yeah, dude, you're up there, bro. I mean, I think there's one that's competing with you. The next one is like 20 views. So if you can surpass that on this one, dude.
Shit.
No, I'm playing, bro.
The bar is set. We'll see.
We'll see, dude, for sure. But man, okay, so you're a stand-up comedian, dude. We talked about you work at a skate shop as well. But bro, how has the past 6 months been not being able to do comedy really, or stand-up, or get on stage?
It's been difficult, really, because just getting comfortable, being, I guess, just a regular civilian.
That's how you feel, not being able to get a mic in your hand?
Yeah, I'm not an artist. At that point, I just work at the mall.
Yeah. That's how you feel. I mean, not really, but that's what it seems
really,
like.
But that's just like, I guess, whittle it down to what it is. But yeah, everything was fucked up, you know. Everything was closed.
So no comedy clubs by you could really go to. Really, you couldn't. You didn't have the chance to get on. I think you said you were offered like a backyard show or something.
Yeah. Okay. So no comedy clubs are open, because due to COVID and whatnot. So the only really shows going on were open mic nights at like dudes' backyards.
And dude, were these like guys that managed clubs or what? Like, were they just
random, just comedians?
Oh, they were okay.
Yeah, like I did this guy. I did the Don't Fuck Up the Property open mic.
Was that the name of the show?
That was the name of the show. Yeah,
okay.
Don't Fuck Up the Property open mic.
I'm assuming that somebody did fuck up the property beforehand. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you would name your show.
In San Bernardino.
Oh, they get wild out there. A lot of meth out there. Like a lot, dude. Have you been out there before? Like before the show? It's wild over there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm from the IE. I spell
That's
my
right,
name.
dude. Yeah.
Johnnie with the IE.
That's right, dude. I remember you said that last episode.
Yeah, I grew up like, I want to say like 10-15 minutes away from San Bernardino.
I'm tripping because, dude, Fontana at like those areas is not really like. People from this part, I feel like, of the OC don't really go there that often. Like, honestly, like they go there for the only times I've been out there snowboarding, shooting, and to ride dirt bikes and quads. Like, that's really it, bro. Like, there's not to say that there's not much out there, but if you don't know about that area, you're like, why the fuck would I, take the 415 or whatever? Like, it's a minute. You came here for this, obviously, but like, that's what I'm saying that we are aware of here.
I've heard something interesting. I heard like something crazy, like 60% of like the population like doesn't like moves like within a 50-mile radius.
I believe that for sure.
Like, where they grew up and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And you've been here though, like we said last time you were on. You've been out here like several times for soccer and shit like that, so you're familiar with this area. But dude, you dropped me over there. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like my sense of direction is up there.
Mine is trash, dude. I could go someplace 20 times and never remember how to get there. To be honest, dude. I'm just bad, dude. If I take the directions on Apple Maps or whatever, I'll never. Dude, I've been going to Big Bear for 5-6 years and I still need to turn it on every time.
Right.
It's shitty, dude. But
damn, that shit must be like a fucking a drive for you.
It's not terrible, man. I mean,
what time do you wake up?
I'll wake up. Okay, so my ideal day. This is my ideal day of snowboarding. I'll just give it. I'll answer your question, even though you didn't.
We never went, by the way.
We didn't. We were supposed to go. Fuck yeah, we were supposed to go. Yeah.
Next season.
Yeah, for sure. Next season, I'm down. Which, by the way, Mammoth is still open. Or Tahoe, I think, is still open.
Fuck, I think Mammoth is. We could go. We could still go.
We can still go.
Y'all are trying to come.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk. Okay, fuck. But I forgot what I was even saying about that, man. But how far? My ideal day of snowboarding.
Okay, so
if I wake up,
let me just say this: when I go to Big Bear, Snow Summit, and all that shit, I wake up like at 6 in the morning, and I live like, honestly, like maybe like an hour and a half away from the resort.
That's as far it is for me, bro.
You know.
Yeah.
Or maybe all right, if it's that far for you, maybe my shit's like maybe like 40 minutes.
I was assuming 40 minutes. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Maybe like 30, to be honest. I don't know.
It went from 90 minutes to like 30 minutes. Okay, that's whatever, bro.
Depending on traffic, you know.
Okay.
Depending on how long that line is at McDonald's.
So see, that's why I'm gonna give you my ideal day. So everybody does it different, bro. Every time I go snowboarding with somebody, they have a different routine.
Right.
My routine, I get my shit ready for the day. Now, bro, I start packing a bag for an extra night because I've gone up there so many times this last season and haven't been prepared to stay the next night. But I have homies that have cabins, or we got snowed in one time this year, bro. Yeah, dude. So I just was like, dude, I need clothes and I need my shit, man, in case I'm gonna do that. So I started packing an extra bag. Just bring it. It's nothing crazy, bro. It's just boxers, socks, whatever.
The essentials.
Yeah, another pair of pants and a clean hoodie. That's pretty much it. So I'll just like a little drawstring bag, bring that, and I'll prepare it all the night before. Put my board in the car the night before, dude, hoping nobody breaks in. So I'm chilling, and my what's it called? My boots and all that. Wake up the morning. I mean, you said 6. That's honestly, I'd wake up probably 5:45, 6. Okay. Have a nice little session, grab a snack, bro. Grab a snack.
No traffic at that time.
Nah, bro. For me, the traffic I get to starts at the 2:15. To be honest, it starts at the 2:15, and right when I get to Bear,
right.
It's like until then I'm fine. But then wake and bake before I leave of tobacco, and then drive.
Roll your own.
Yeah, a tobacco joint. I'm not.
A little spliff.
A cigarette, a tobacco cigarette, a legal cigarette, and what's it called? Mob up there, dude. Get there, ideally, like I said before, fucking people are there. Get a good parking spot. Then I might partake in prescribed medicinal marijuana use. Have a few.
Because your back pain from that drive.
Because, dude, the back sitting, I get achy, and then I'm gonna be.
That's a real thing.
I'm not joking.
My grandma was a bus driver growing up.
Oh, for real? Yeah, dude. When you're sitting on your ass for an hour and a half, 2 hours, bro, you need and then especially I'm gonna be squatting, hitting those turns, man. So.
You'd be hitting all the butter shit,
I don't know if I've showed you videos, but I do fucking love buttering and tripods. Speaking of, we got 2 in here. Transsexual.
Your GoPro and shit.
I don't have a GoPro though, but the homies do. But yeah, dude, just wake and bake when we get there. Crush a few claws, brews. Go up, man. Run a few laps. Have lunch.
The last 2 times I've been boarding, I've been the only one who like smokes and shit. So I gotta hit that wake and bake by myself.
Man.
Really? Everyone's like, because you get there in the parking lot, everyone's putting their gear on and shit. Everyone gets ready.
Yeah.
Boots, fucking.
That part of that process isn't getting.
Honestly, that's part of the whole like trip right there. It's
definitely
just getting like that camaraderie of just in the parking lot.
It's part of the preparing for the
chilling,
day. Yeah.
Maybe drinking. Obviously, you got to hit up the 7-Eleven, get a fucking 3-pack.
Dude, I have homies that go hard, man. They'll bring a freaking.
Get that Mike's harder or what?
No. Mike is hard, bro. But no, dude, I had a homie that used to bring a 2-liter of Bombay. I had another homie that used to bring tequila handles, man.
Fucking Wiz Khalifa up there, bro. Drinking.
That's crazy. You said that, dude. He loved Wiz. Wiz put him on the Bombay Gin Sapphire, bro. Yeah. And he would drink that like that was his drink only. To this day, it's all he drinks, bro.
That gin.
We were going. I mean, obviously this last season was COVID, dude, and then we'll get back to like the comedy because I have so many questions about that. And
yeah, of course. We'll definitely talk.
We have time, dude. We have time.
I like talking about boarding because not.
I could talk about boarding all day, dude. About debt, everything, dude.
But it's funny the whole COVID thing that you mentioned that this season was all COVID and you had to like wear a little like balaclava or a mask or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the first year I've ever done that.
I would never
wear anything.
Oh, for real?
I don't just wear.
And
like,
you go to
goggles.
Mammoth. You've been to Mammoth before.
I've been to Mammoth once. First time. It was my first time
this season
in March. Yeah.
Word. How was that,
Best snow I've ever experienced.
It lived up to the hype.
I was there I went boarding 2 days. There for 3 nights, 2 days, or is it the other way around? 3 days, I don't know.
2 nights, 3 days works. Yeah, you got there, boarded. Yeah. No, I got you.
there.
Did you board?
Went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Boarded. Went to sleep.
Boarded, and you would have had to sleep again.
Then went home.
Okay, got you.
No, boarded, slept, then went home.
Got you.
Right.
Okay.
Anywho, so during the first night, we went boarding and we went to sleep. When we went to sleep, it fucking snowed overnight.
Yeah, bro.
So it was all that fresh powder in the morning, and honestly, I don't want to go back to Mountain High anymore because that shit fucking sucks.
Yeah,
it's like the worst resort in California. But if you could snowboard at Mountain High, you could snowboard anywhere.
That's what it's literally true. Yeah, you could snowboard in your backyard if you can do that, man. I mean,
that's what people say.
Is that what's really close? That's the closest resort to you, right? Mountain High.
Closest one is Mountain Heights. I want to say takes 30 minutes to get
from
there.
here. It's about 40. Yeah, Wrightwood's about 40, 45 minutes.
And you take the back way, or
dude, I don't even remember
the back way. Like you go towards Palmdale and all that shit.
Probably, man. I haven't been there in years, dude. I mean, it's been so long, but yeah, dude. I was gonna say this. My homie, dude, the guy that drinks the Bombay, bro, that's just obsessed. Mid-COVID, we'd get there. This was, like I said, we'd get there early, man. So my crew always would time to, smoke, roll up, have a few drinks or whatever, and then go. And we'd time it so, we'd get there right when it's opening, around 9. And
get your money's worth.
If I'm going to spend that much money on a season pass, I'm going to go goddamn near every weekend. You know what I'm saying? That really was how I did. Especially during COVID, what the fuck else was I going to do? It's not like I had plans to do shit. Excuse me, but this homie, bro, he would go walk around. He'd get a little drunk because he's just pulling on that shit at 8:45 in the morning. It's wild. It's wild, bro.
The sun is still coming up.
Yeah, it would be hard for me to keep down a Coors or a White Claw, honestly. And this guy's drinking some people would say the most disgusting liquor there is. So
yeah,
he's drinking
gin for breakfast.
Gin is so dry.
Gin for breakfast.
Yeah, honestly, dude. He used to say Wiz, Rolex, Mo Sex, bro. That's how he really Wiz put him. Okay, but he'd be walking around the parking lot offering cars shots yo, you want? And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you crazy?
People are there with their kids and shit.
Well, they're like, number one, it's a global pandemic, and number two, why are you getting drunk off that this early? I've mentioned that before. People this guy's insane. And dude, at the end of the day, obviously he'd be covered in snow, barely making it down the mountain. But that's what happens when you drink gin in the morning, man. That's what you can't expect anything else, to be honest. But that's what he would do, bro.
I would rather have mimosas in the morning.
I went with some girls that liked that. They did that. They went through 2 bottles of champagne and orange juice.
Old J.
Yeah,
some pulp. Some pulp.
Yeah, I used to hate the pulp, but now I go with pulp, dude. Cause
some pulp.
Yeah, man.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but I don't know. When you're a kid, you're like, this shit's disgusting. Gets stuck in your teeth, roof of your mouth. But now it's I like the viscosity. I appreciate it. It's from my. When you already know what I was saying. So yeah, dude,
it's a whole different experience. It's like a different drink. It's fuck.
It's a different sexuality almost. Yeah, dude.
Because as a kid, you're just used to Sunny D. And shit.
Oh, dude, don't. Yeah, that was my.
Be fucking going. This would be in 4th grade, taking the little Sunny D.
Popping that cap off, that plastic cap.
little
Yeah, I know
twist
exactly
off
what
and
you're
shit.
talking about, dude. Yeah, dude, that
It
was
was like a bottle full of sugar.
It was like you finish a game of hooping and you're like, oh, let me rehydrate with sugared orange juice, you know? Fuck a Gatorade or water.
Sugared flavored tangerine water.
Dude, I used to play basketball on an actual team with this guy, this black kid, dude, who's a professional NFL player right now.
What team?
I think he's on the Panthers. Jacksonville. Where's Jacksonville? Fuck, dude.
Florida?
Yeah, he's in Florida. I'm pretty
Jacksonville Jaguars?
Is it the?
It's the Jaguars. The Jags.
God damn it, dude!
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
it.
No, I'm gonna.
It's the Jags.
His last name.
It's the Jags.
No. But I want to look where he plays,
Okay,
dude.
okay.
I'm tripping right now. I'm not remembering his name, but dude, he used to come to our games with a Gatorade bottle full of Coca-Cola. His dad was a Mr. Olympia in like the 90s, so he was like a block, big ass guy, dude.
Dude was swole.
Not even swole, neck like a fire hydrant, you know, as broad as this table, like crazy big guy. And the kid was tall. Oh my.
Basketball.
Yes, this was basketball, but now he plays football. I don't know why. Almond Raw. His name was Almond Raw.
Multi-sport athlete.
Oh yeah, dude. But he would drink a thing.
Almond Raw.
Yeah, you just got that. Yeah.
Almond Raw.
Almond Raw St. Brown. Okay.
That's his first name. Almond Raw.
Almond Raw.
Like almond milk, but raw.
AMON. Almond Raw. Like I remembered it from.
What's his ethnicity?
He's a black guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a black kid. Almond Raw St. Brown. And from Anaheim Hill. Oh, Equinemius is his brother. That's the kid I'm talking about. Which he plays for Green Bay. He's a wide receiver at Green Bay. This kid used to drink a full 24 ounce of Coca-Cola during an NJB basketball game when we were 13 or 12 years old. And now he plays for the Packers.
Is he all sugared up or what?
Bro, he would. I don't know. He wouldn't drink water. That's just it. He would not drink water. So I mean, bro I don't know. The caffeine or the sugar got him jacked up, but I mean, congrats to him. He's obviously doing something right.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's on the Packers now. Yeah, he's on the Packers, and his brother just graduated from USC, and he's the one going to Florida. So I mean, obviously, Mr. Olympia knew what he was doing. You know, put him on the Coca-Cola game. Got him right, dude.
Family full of athletes. Coca-Cola. You know.
No, not just Coke. Period. Do whatever Coke, dude. Make it to the league. That's what I believe.
Do what you got to do. Honestly.
I think there should be a league.
Honestly, if you could sign a contract for a professional sports team, do it.
And do blow?
Fuck it.
That's what I think there should be a league.
What's his name? The guy who it was like in the 80s, but he got drafted.
They all did blow.
He got drafted to the Celtics, like number 2 overall. Len Bias was his
name. Oh yeah,
he got drafted.
I think he did a lot of crime though, bro. To be honest,
yeah,
I think he did a lot.
The day after draft day, fucking overdosed on cocaine and shit and died.
Oh, never. Okay, that got dark, but yeah, unfortunately,
he got super dark.
Yeah, I didn't know that, dude. But yeah, Glenn Bias, rest in peace, man.
Know your limits, kids.
I said on the last podcast, dude, raping kids is fucked up. So yeah, know your limits with drugs. That's like advice from EMP.
I try to avoid that at all times.
Raping and drugs? Yeah, dude, I would recommend it, especially if you want to have a career, stay out of jail or prison. I would stay away from that misconduct sexually. And blow, too. Blow can get you in some trouble, man. I mean, do you know any what comedian comes to mind or stand-up comic that because blow was big, dude, in entertainment, bro.
I feel like Richard Pryor did a lot of...
One of the GOATs that is known for doing... Yeah, dude.
GoAt. I feel like he has a bunch of books and all this stuff about all this stuff, but I've heard even on stage he talks about it.
I've heard stories of him showing up to sets tweaking out of his mind, but he would perform and the clubs, even on TV, they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I think he would do like Saturday Night Live. High as fuck.
Fucked up. Yeah, man. So. I mean, like I said, in that era, bro, it was kind of they couldn't do anything. Now it's like they're gonna more like I would say regulate that. Like they can't let you show up fucked up and get on TV now. Right. Like I feel like that's just people are gonna really really care now. Back then it's like as long as he's bringing his views, whatever, dude.
That's all that mattered. I feel like, but now I feel like everyone thinks they have like you know, could make a difference. I feel like everyone's just like,
I mean, dude, we can
like, all right, for example, dog, I was at fucking Ralph's going grocery shopping the other day.
Okay.
And you know how people just leave the fucking shopping carts in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Wherever too. So there was like this parking spot and it had like 5 shopping carts, and I was like, all right, let me just leave mine there since everyone took it upon themselves to fucking make this the designated
where you put the cart
fucking spot. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I fucking put it there, and then this fucking dude who doesn't even work at Ralph's is like, really, dude?
I knew he didn't work there.
He's like, really, bro? Yeah. It doesn't. He's like, there's a place for that. And then while he takes one of the fucking carts
from that spot
to use it for himself, and I'm just like,
okay, this is what I get immediately from that.
Bro? Like, do you think what was the point of that? You know?
This is what I was just gonna say. Do you think he said that because he knew it was wrong of him to go grab a cart from there? And he's like, oh, fuck, I don't want this to sit on my conscience, so I'm going to put it on you to be like, bruh, you shouldn't be doing that as I get mine, because I shouldn't be doing this. Like, dude, honestly, like, what does he have above you?
I felt like it was that moment where he was like, he said some shit, but then he was like, fuck, I'm not going to walk over there and grab a cart. Like, let me just be a hypocrite and grab this shit. But I don't know.
That's it, dude.
With that, I was like at my grandpa was in the car and shit. I like went back.
Oh,
like,
really?
Fuck. I was like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just being, I don't know, nothing better. That's why I feel like I've said it before, dude. People like that need to be more interesting, because, like, obviously you're a sad person, I think. Like, why are you gonna do that? And at the same time, just mind your fucking business, dude. Like you said, you're with your family, dude. Why do that, bro? Like, what does, I don't know, that I could shit on this guy for like so long,
and I just wanted to be like, bro, shut the fuck up.
This is why you didn't, because what would that do at the same point? What the fuck why get in that altercation over a shopping cart,
at the Ralph's parking lot?
It's not going to benefit either of your lives, dog. Like,
I was just like, I was just looked at him and then just walked, then it's like turned around and then went to my car and fucking left.
Just ignore it. That's what I would do, man. It's like the people with masks, man, whether they get mad that you're wearing one because people do that, and people get mad if you're not wearing one because people do that. So it's like, I just ignore it, man, whatever it is, dude. I'm just like, whatever it is, dude, what makes you happy, man, whether it's not wearing one or it is wearing one, sure. Just like, you just got to keep it moving, bro. Just whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
at this point, it's a fashion statement. At this point.
I mean, dude,
I be seeing dudes in like a Louis Vuitton mask and shit.
Have you seen the one that this rapper released that literally has headphones connected to it? It lights up to the beat of the song. I know, dude. I know. Dude. They're like $100 electronic mask you have to charge. You have to plug it in to charge it.
God damn.
But this is okay. So that goes back kind of. Yeah, you're right. God damn, right?
Shit.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it just shows the entrepreneurship of some people.
Good business minded, but he literally released that like a month ago. Like, I would say the end of the pandemic. So we're coming to the end. I hope. I fucking hope so. But that goes back to so I asked you.
Yeah, a lot of the things are opening up these days. So,
it's awesome, man. It really is. I was able to get lunch with my family the other night. I mean, dinner with my family the other night. Like, no problem. And all of us are almost completely.
Where'd you guys go?
Down the street, there's this place called. I won't say what it's called, but it's like an American barbecue place. It's like almost like a steakhouse, but they have ribs and burgers and shit. So it's not that high end, but yeah, dude, it was
Roadhouse type of thing.
Kind of, yeah, actually, really similar to Roadhouse. Yeah, really, really similar to that. Fuck, yeah, but it isn't that place. I'll just say it isn't Roadhouse, honestly. But
there's many Roadhouses.
There are. That's true. That's why I'm saying I would say if it was, because there's like 3 that I know of in this area. Right. But yeah, dude, it was good. It was nice, man. Like you said, like, we're almost all fucking fully shotted up. We got hit with the homo serum, all of us. So, like, that's what I like to call it, just fuck around. But, like,
vax and ready to fuck out here.
Dude, vax and ready to have sex, dude. That's what I like to say, dude. Okay. Just fucking nuts to butt, dude, and with whatever gender, Hell but yeah. Because that way you can't get any closer. That, in my opinion. I mean, so anyway, but yeah, we're all chilling, dude. And we had dinner, and it was a good time, man. Nobody was fucking tripping on either of that stuff. But, dude, not doing stand-up for how long you didn't do it for. And then we talked last week, and you said we were able to get on stage, man. And I've been really wanting to know, how was that? getting on stage, dude?
Well, let me just say this before I even get into that.
Okay.
What really inspired me was, have you heard that new J. Cole album that just dropped?
I had a feeling you were gonna bring this shit up, man. I heard one song of it, dude.
So I haven't, to be honest, I haven't listened to the whole thing.
Okay.
But I watched the documentary that he put out. It's like
I didn't even know.
There's a 12-minute documentary on his YouTube.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I'll check that out for sure.
It's like a little conversation that he has with 21 Savage and shit. And
okay.
Basically, you know, without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
Just really just inspired me just to not be so like comfortable or complacent or just waiting around for inspiration or waiting to get an email from a comedy club and just really taking matters into my own hands and just be like, fuck it. I want it and I'm gonna go get it. Let me go do it.
Pursue it like yourself, like go after it for sure.
So you know, it's been a couple months goes by when I don't do comedy. No one's really doing comedy. No clubs are open.
Like major comedians haven't done comedy in a year now, man.
Exactly.
Like comics that have been going on stage, I'm talking about decades, you know?
Exactly.
Like we were talking about Bobby Lee earlier. He still hasn't gone on since the pandemic started.
Right.
He wants everybody, whatever he wants, he wants clubs to be full capacity, basically. Which I get that. I get it. I don't do comedy. I'm not,
for sure.
But like it's not worth it to him to get up. But at the same time, he talks about like kind of what I would assume you're going through, feeling that like constriction of creativity because you can't get up to do what the fuck you want, you know?
Right. So it's there's kind of like that. I guess I wouldn't say depression, but you're kind of just like in that.
I would be depressed. I would if I couldn't do this for fucking it. This was born during the pandemic, and if I could just do it for half of that, and then someone like was like, nope, I'd be fucking pissed, man. Like, I don't know. So I would assume, but yeah, sorry to cut you off. Yeah,
no,
you were down or what?
Yeah, just like in a little funk, just like fuck. Like I feel like I'm not being productive, or I feel like I'm not doing anything, or I don't know. It's just the same old.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were either like losing creativity? Were you still writing? Were you like how was that process?
Definitely there was like a writer's block period at one point where, but honestly that could be just an excuse because like I can't think of anything. But if you really just like write, you should just write. And write like
whether it's good or not.
I put myself on a schedule like at least an hour a day.
That's good, yeah.
To write, so it's usually like 11 to 12 a.m.
Gotcha. So like you let your brain wake up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe hit that wake and bake.
Yeah, that gets the creativity flowing. And then I definitely feel that though of not feeling, because I try to do this I do this and try to be funny. You know, this is a comedy podcast, but there was definitely like a 3-month span, I would say, where I just didn't feel funny, man. Like shit from like it was like Kobe dying, dude, and then like people in my family getting ill from the disease, and I just didn't want to be funny, you know. I didn't feel funny. I didn't feel like the world was funny. So like I definitely get that, man. I don't think that's like writer's block. It's like, what the fuck are you gonna joke about?
Yeah,
you know?
First of all, R.I.P.
Definitely R.I.P. Definitely R.I.P. Kobe, man. Definitely. I didn't even intend on it. I'm wearing gold right now, but like
it's an interesting shirt. I was gonna ask you about it. Did you make this shit?
No, I didn't make this. The company, Chinatown
you're
Market.
Always like last time I was here, you wore some.
Bro, I was wearing a shirt from that. Wow, that company makes this shirt and that shirt as well, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. So I fuck with them. Chinatown Market, man. They're pretty big now, but
hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Rest in peace, Kobe. Definitely, man. You had the Kobe shit in your car. I saw. Yeah, man. He's like he's a legend to people around here.
I feel like that gets a lot of looks.
What?
It gets a lot of attention. My Kobe air freshener.
Oh,
I have
really?
a Laker jersey, a little Laker jersey as an air freshener. Has
Kobe's 24. Yep.
Says Bryant on it. She's pretty dope. I've noticed a lot of people looking at me.
People are gonna notice the yellow, the purple and gold and stuff now. Like that's gonna stand out because it was a symbol before, like when he was alive, but now it almost represents more than him. You know, it's crazy, man. You have to be from SoCal, I feel like, to understand that.
Have you ever seen when Kobe retired, the Kendrick Lamar like tribute to Kobe?
Is it that like? Is it a video or is it like a sketch video?
It's like it's not a sketch, but it's like it's a video. It's not written by Kendrick, but it's narrated by Kendrick.
Oh fuck! Then no, I didn't.
And it's like a little like there's like little highlights of his.
Dude, I'm thinking of something that you're describing, so it has to be that. How long is it?
Maybe like 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes.
Fuck, okay, but yeah, what about it?
Well, there's something that I feel like just captures it perfectly that he says.
About Kobe?
Excuse me. Yeah, about Kobe. It says, he says if you were never born and raised, like if you were never born here or you never lived here, like you would probably never understand. I
agree with that 10,000%, man. Yeah. Like, I mean, I think you can love basketball as literally more than anybody else, man. Basketball can be your life, and you can be living in Minnesota, but you'll never know, or fucking South Dakota, wherever. But if you were not from SoCal, I mean, LA specifically, I'd assume. Yeah. I'm not from LA, so I don't know, but dude, all of
just SoCal, Southern California in general.
He like radiated like all through that, like that. Basketball was Kobe Bryant to us, pretty much, man. Like whether even if you weren't a Laker fan.
I was born in 1996, so that's all I know.
Yeah, man. I was a year later, and Kobe,
Bryant, so
fresh out of high school, man. That was like our legend. Like he was fresh out of high school, and like we would see the number 8, like him and Shaq. I mean, people have said this before. This isn't like nothing new, but man. Like I said, if you're from there, man, growing up, watching Shaq and Kobe play together was like different.
We're just the Laker fans are just so spoiled. I feel like.
I mean, tremendously, because we have not even Laker fans. I feel like you're from SoCal. If you're from this area, you have so much good sports. I mean, the Angels are like an iconic team. The Dodgers iconic team. The Ducks. Have won many Stanley Cup. Like it's like we have a lot of good sports, man. Because it's California. I mean, we're like one of the best states in the country. So it's like
it's Hollywood. So everyone, LA, everyone.
And I have Hollywood.
But like that's a good point that you made. Like you could grow up in Minnesota and shit, and still be a Kobe fan. Like he's like worldwide. Like his
Japan. You don't even need to be like from you. He like I said, he radiated. So exactly. Just we felt it close.
So even if you're like living like in a different country and you feel this way, imagine living in Southern California. Imagine being
able to go to Staples
away from the Staples Center. Imagine
yeah, bro.
All this shit.
I mean, I never got to see him play, unfortunately.
I actually got the opportunity in his last season to go watch
man, that's legendary, dude. That's
and it
crazy.
Was the game where he they played the Rockets and he dunked the ball. Yeah? No one expected him to dunk.
They're like, he's too old or whatever.
Yeah, and he fucking dunked and the whole Staples Center erupted, and that shit was crazy. And it's one thing I'll never forget.
I bet, dude. I mean, yeah, Kobe.
I was in the fucking nosebleed section, the 300s and shit, and I remember seeing him fucking elevating and then just dunking that shit, and it was crazy.
I mean, like you'll probably never forget that, man. I mean, like I said, rest in peace, Kobe, man. I mean, he's changed SoCal and he's changed basketball. I would say for the better, definitely. It only makes sense. We were just talking about Kobe. Time for a shoe cam. Johnny's got his heat up. I got the heat up. He's got what are those?
These are the Pink Pigs.
Pink Pig dunks.
Nike SB dunks. Dunk lows.
There you go, dude.
So.
Those are back, dude. Those are fire, dude.
Had to bring the heat.
Yeah, you came. He came proper this time. He came proper. He knew.
Surprised me. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
on
man.
This podcast. So, I wanted to, be appropriate.
Yeah, you dress for the occasion, as they say.
Got to.
Even though it's just EMP, it's whatever. But dude,
dress to impress, though.
They say dress up. They say punch up. You got to do what you got to do, man. Whatever makes you improve, get better, you got to. So put the
Look
heat on your feet.
Feel good, play good,
and fuck good. They leave that one out, which makes because if
the secret to fucking good is pasta. The night before, you gotta load up on those carbohydrates.
Pasta? I thought you said posture because I was like, oh fuck, that's valid.
No, pasta.
Yeah. Okay, get the load up. Like we're fucking playing soccer again. Like that's
you
what
gotta load
the
up.
coaches
Yeah,
you
don't want to cramp up. You gotta fuck all night. Load up on those carbohydrates. But go on. I'm sorry.
No, you brought up something. Hold on. Well, I'll get to that, dude. First, let's just dude, we have like 10. Okay, so we'll just knock this out because we have so much to talk about. Or we could be here for 5 hours. But Johnny and I were talking. Maybe there will be a podcast between you and I, just solely just us.
I feel like it's bound to happen.
I think it's gonna happen. I mean, if we're gonna put it on record, it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, we got to make it work.
I feel like it's what the people want.
Definitely, if people want it, we got to do it. That's for sure. But even if they don't want it, we're gonna fucking make them want it. I think that could be a thing.
Supply and demand.
I thought you said suppository, like put it up their ass. But yeah, we could do that too. Supply and demand, put a lot out, or like once, whatever. We could figure it out.
Quality, not quantity, is what they say.
Definite. Oh, for sure, dude. But yeah, we could do whatever. We could figure it out, and like you said, man, I think it's bound to happen. It's pretty much bound to happen. But that could be on. That's pretty much on the way. We'll see, man. But it is on the way.
Big things coming. Just know that.
Yeah, man, hey.
Big things coming.
There you go, bro. I couldn't have said it better. But man, I'm gonna go to. We're gonna share a video real quick. Hopefully the viewers can see it as well.
Hey, welcome. Hello. How about one more time for the filthy little fucking chink that was just up here? While all you fucking race traders are hooping and hollering, I'm back there watching you puking in a fucking bucket. Oh, we making a gunpowder. Oh, you want extra soy sauce. Oh, you borrowed money from us, and you guys just eating it up, you fucking pussy.
Give it up for the one and only Tony.
Okay, so that was Tonyinchcliffe, a stand-up comedian you're familiar with. I'm sure you've heard of him, right?
Yeah, he does the Kill Tony
show and pod. It's a live show. It's pretty much a live show, right? I'm pretty sure he streams it live on YouTube. I'm pretty sure, but it's uploaded to YouTube. But yeah, that was Tonyinchcliffe being brought up by an Asian comic, Peng Dang, who's, I guess, his opener, who's opened for him a few times. I don't know if you knew that, but that guy's, I guess, opened for him a few times.
I feel like I've seen him in, like, movies.
Peng, that guy, the Asian guy? Possibly. I don't know. But yeah, really? You have? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe I'm just racist. Maybe I'm just racist and all fucking.
Every Asian looks the same, dude. That's what it is, dude. Exactly. But maybe I don't know. Maybe he was in Spider-Man or whatever the last ethnic fucking what's that thing called?
Into the Spider-Verse and shit.
No, but what's the producer? The comic verse, or what the fuck is the thing called that makes the oh my god, man.
The Marvel.
Yes, dude. That's what I'm saying.
The MCU.
Marvel versus what? What's the other one?
DC.
That's what it. See, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyway, man, what did you think about that, man? That Asian guy just brought him up. Yeah, the great Tonyinchcliffe. And then that's how he pretty much opened his set, I guess. So.
Well, I feel like it's
as a stand-up comedian, so he's valid for definitely what the fuck you're gonna say.
As a comedian, you definitely gotta roast the host, or whoever's bringing you up. You gotta say something about it because it's real, it's intimate. The crowd is thinking it, you're thinking it. It's not no written shit. It's from the heart, really. It's like off the dome, as they say in the rap community.
Yeah. Being real quick, just to say, being
some improv, you're fucking improv.
You hit that on the head, exactly. But being like an audience member from being in at shows, it seems like it's engages the crowd even through like a transition from like one person ending their set, another starting, and it just keeps that like if they could say something funny, then it keeps the crowd engaged, and it, like you said, it's like a I forgot what you said, but it's the transition from like whatever.
Yeah, even to like give it up for your host, like keep it going for your host. Or
exactly. I don't even know if he was hosting that show, if he was the MC. I'm not sure, but it kind of sounded like it,
Right.
But like I said, okay, what did you take from that? Like you said, you have to roast the guy that comes on, but like what did you think? Like what is your initial reaction really from that? Like what if you were like no, I'm not even gonna say no. Go ahead.
No.
No. I don't know.
I need context here. Go ahead. What are you gonna?
I was gonna say, what if you were brought on stage like that? Like, what if you were, or you were got off stage rather, and then the person.
If I brought someone up and they.
No, if you were Peng right there, the guy, the Asian guy.
Yeah, if I brought.
And you brought up Tony, and Tony was like, "Give it up for that fucking beaner," he whatever he said, and addressed you racially. How would you feel like that?
Well. Obviously, I would know that we're in a comedy club and all that shit, and don't take
Let me give you more
serious.
perspective. Actually, that's a brewery.
Okay.
So that's a new.
That's
It's
why
called
he was saying like puking in buckets and like
possibly.
they're probably all
I don't
drunk
know.
and shit.
It's called something gas company in Texas.
It's in LA. Oh, it's
in Texas. Yeah, it's in
Okay.
Austin. I'm pretty sure. Volcon Gas Company.
I heard that's where the whole like the new comedy.
Oh, we're gonna
scene
get
is
to
at.
that, dude. We're definitely gonna get to that, man. We're definitely gonna get to that,
for
dude.
sure.
But yeah, what did you think? Did you think that was funny? Like, what did you? I mean, would you ever? I don't know, because to me, I'll just be honest. This is what I'm trying to get.
I
at.
mean, everyone laughed, so definitely.
Some people laughed. I think some people laughed, and some were like kind of hesitant. I don't know. To me, it wasn't
What
funny.
did you feel? Though?
That's what I was gonna
How
get
did
to.
you
Yeah, I'll let
feel
you know.
about it. Yeah, that's what I really want to know.
In the crowd, I may have laughed like out of like awkwardness, I think, but to me it
Right.
just wasn't funny. I didn't find that funny. Soy sauce and Asian, that's so easy. It's like making a chopstick joke with an Asian person to me, Loki. If you get what I'm saying, it's kind of like so obvious. And then the calling him a chink, it's like, okay, I get it. You're trying to be edgy.
It wasn't. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't original. Like it's obviously something we've all heard before.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not like that at all, bro. I get I've heard comics talk about like that's their safe zone, which I completely get, man. You work out material, you try new jokes, you see what's funny, what's not, what hits, what doesn't hit. If you can maybe like curate something to land one way, you see potential. That making the soy sauce, calling him a chink, I just don't get how that like. I don't know. I just didn't think it was funny.
To be
That was all.
honest, I'm not trying to diss Tony or anything, but I'm not his number one fan.
I've seen him live, and I didn't think he was great.
You know, I don't.
And I'm not talking shit either. I want that to
Like,
be
I
clear.
feel like, yeah,
I respect whatever being.
I respect, him and where he's at.
Exactly.
in the
He
comedy
obviously
game,
He
you
got
know.
to where he's at from working hard and
course,
shit, and having
no.
his own show. But I just didn't think it was funny.
It's not my style.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
Type of comedian.
So that's
you
basically what
know,
I'm trying to get at. Like,
basically. Like it would. Like I feel like jokes aside, whatever he said aside, I feel like you gotta definitely engage with the audience, roast the host, roast the person who brought you on.
yeah. Exactly.
the
Yeah.
MC, but yeah, it's not like these are jokes I'm going home and telling my friends about. It's like, yo, bro, you gotta.
I came up
fucking-
with this. Like, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
no. It like I said, it just seemed kind and I hate this term, bro. I hate this term, and I don't know how you feel about it, but whenever someone says it's hack or it's hacky, I don't really get that. If it makes someone laugh, it makes someone laugh. Like,
Right.
at the end of the day, that's my opinion. Again, I'm no fucking stand.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like it was a cheap laugh, and I feel
That's
like
the thing, man.
comedians kind of get those cheap laughs because they don't want to bomb their whole fucking set, you know, and at least they get those laughs.
Yeah.
You know?
And again, Tony's known for being like kind of edgy. That's his thing. Like Ari Shaffir, right?
I heard he got fucking canceled. and
Oh,
shit
dude, I
for
mean,
that shit.
He was canceled momentarily, but
Speaking of the Kobe shit, I heard he said,
Yeah, I mean,
some shit about that.
he said some. I mean, like we were talking about how important Kobe is, and that goes again back to being funny or not. To me, that just wasn't funny. But I get if your shtick or whatever at the end of the day is being ironic and trying to be. It's like he says it's a character. He's done it in the past where when somebody very well known or loved dies or something tragic happened, he acts as if it's a celebration. He's done it before. I don't know if you knew that, but
yeah, I've seen like he says like, oh, this is my thing. This is
yeah,
what I
that
do. I
exactly.
roast
He's
celebrity deaths,
and
all
it's
that
true.
stuff.
I've seen him. I can't remember.
And that's cool. Whatever, if that's your thing, okay. If people find it funny, that's fine.
And that's the thing. Some people do.
But it's just the wrong guy to do that to. You know?
Yeah,
Just not
I mean,
this guy, not this guy. You know, you
that's
go
the thing,
ahead,
though,
do
but
your thing, rock out, but just
leave Kobe alone. You would
You
say.
gotta just I mean, fuck. He was found not guilty. I mean, shit. I don't know what you want me to.
True, but I mean
to
that's
say.
that's part of I guess what he would say is the joke, because it's not true,
Right.
quote unquote. So, but again,
But that's the thing. It's hard to make that joke in 2021.
Super hard,
Everyone's
but-
getting like, he's being serious, and everyone was like, But at the same time, no one even took it as a joke. It's just
That's
like,
the thing. It wasn't
like,
funny. That's why I brought him up, because of the Peng thing. Like, to me, that wasn't funny. And to me, the when Ari did that Snapchat or story on Instagram, it just wasn't funny. I just didn't find it. And I know there's a crowd that would be like, oh, dude, this guy, he's being whatever, but oh, cool. But just to me, it wasn't funny. I think he could have been more creative, you know. Same as Hinchcliffe. I think he could have been more if even if the kid was throwing up in the back. I don't know if that was even true. I'm so sorry, dude. But like that's
blowing up, phones blowing
yeah,
up.
Dude, yeah, dude. It was a guy. He's the guy, dude. Grinder, you know, notification. But
got a new match.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, I told you about Bumble Baddies, which we'll get to towards the end of the podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I just didn't find it funny, and he was dropped by his reps. His agency dropped him. Tony. Yep. His agency dropped him. He's banned from that club. Yeah, he's banned.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. I know, dude.
He was. Why? There's context here. That's why you bring this up.
I'm bringing it up because it's pretty big in the comedy world right now. Yeah, dude. It's like news.
Like I said, I'm not his biggest fan, so
Me
I don't
neither,
really
man.
keep up.
I know. Yeah, I wouldn't have known about it if I wasn't watching or like listening to these other comics talk about it. And
it kind of reminds me of like a Daniel Tosh, like a young Daniel Tosh.
It's actually, yeah, I could see that.
That's a good comparison, right?
That is, yeah, because even how he looks, low-key, that skinny-ass frame, and, like, he reminds me of, like...
Even Daniel Tosh is fucking, you know, Tosh.0, that's just legendary.
Bro,
I grew up watching
definitely.
that
I mean, he makes that shit fun. That's basically all I'm saying. Like, I'm not fucking heated that he said what he said. I'm just saying how he said it just wasn't funny. That's all. Like, I just don't think it was funny.
Is it because the whole like stop Asian
absolutely not. I think
that had nothing to do with it.
Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not, dude. Because
that's fair.
I know plenty of Asians, man, and none of them have said to me that like that is why like they would get heated or whatever. Yeah, it's not it, dude. It's just because how he's, like I said, a hack. That I hate that term. It was so. Anybody could have said that, basically. You know, oh, this guy, where's my sushi and chops? Anybody could have fucking said something like that. And if you're a well-known comedian, you know, it's just like an easy out, I feel like. Like, just like you said, you don't want to bomb, so you're going to say something that you think is basic.
So get those cheap laughs.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I might have laughed or grinned in the crowd, like, out of like, oh, what the hell? Like, he's trying to be edgy. That's really what I just immediately thought, because you said the Asian hate right now. That's like a big thing. A lot of like celebrities or people are saying that shit. But on my day-to-day life, I don't see Asians getting fucking, what's it called, hated on or any kind of stuff like that.
At all.
And I know, I know Asian people. I'm not gonna I know Asian people, and they don't say that shit. So.
If anyone's hating on Asians, it's other Asians.
Bro, you know how racist other Asians are against other? It's crazy, man.
That's what I'm saying.
They have their own hierarchy,
and
so to speak.
The rest of the world, like non-Asians, are so in love with Asian culture. Like, bro, boba, ramen.
You know how many white people dress up in kimonos and try to have like that? Yeah, ramen. I've never had it. Make Korean barbecue and shit.
It's the 2020s. When did I become the weird one for not liking anime?
Oh, dude, everybody likes anime. Every culture. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I think we grew up on anime. Anime was the original kind of cartoon shit from the comic books.
I used to watch Pokemon and YuGiOh.
Who the fuck didn't?
But that shit ended in like 2004.
If I ever have children, that's what I'm gonna show them. You know?
Yeah.
I want them to see those cartoons, dog. Like Dragon Ball Z.
Actually, all 5 seasons of YuGiOh are on Hulu right now.
I did not know that, but thank you for sharing that. Definitely for listeners and watchers. But
trying to go fucking.
I never got into YuGiOh like that because there was too much.
That was my shit. Honestly, I never got into Dragon Ball Z. Never got into fucking anything else. Digimon or whatever the fuck it was called.
I don't know that. Yeah. Is that the one, the battle ones that would like hit each other?
Like robots and shit.
Okay, yeah. Something, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But then, yeah, YuGiOh is my shit. But I remember being at my grandpa's house and me and my brother would watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, yeah, like I said, I seen it on Hulu. I was like, oh fuck, I never really seen how this shit ended. So I've watched a couple episodes. I got to like season 3, and I was like, this shit's like.
Is it
It's
still
too
fire?
much.
Oh,
it's too
okay.
much. Yeah, no, it's fire, but it's just like I don't have time. Like, there's other shit I could be doing.
Yeah.
Like.
No, but for kids, I'm saying. Like, I'm
That's
sure
what I'm
kids
saying.
still
It's for
fuck
kids.
with it.
It's for kids. Like,
Yeah,
I was
man.
at work the other day, and everyone was ganging up on me because I've never seen fucking Naruto or some shit. I've never seen Naruto.
I've never seen it either.
And then everyone's like, really, bro? Really? You've never seen Naruto? Like, not one episode? Like, no cap. Like, for real?
They were, like, actually upset
Everyone
with you?
is like, bro, you should get on that. And I was just like, nah, never. Like, what the fuck?
I felt like I got bullied for not watching Game of Thrones.
I haven't
got
seen that shit
bull-
either. I heard
Bro.
a lot of incest, though. Like, too much
I can go on.
incest.
I watched it, bro.
Too much. A little bit is too much.
If you do it in a scene, I'll even go as far as to say this. If you I talked about that's crazy. I talked about incest last episode. I talked about how crazy
I
it is.
remember.
Okay, okay. So yeah,
Of course, you gotta watch the EMP.
thank you for tuning in. But yeah,
Got
thank you too also for tuning in to Early Morning Podcast. But yeah, man, I just got bullied into it. Everybody, we're talking about college earlier, like when we did it on campus, BC, as you said, before COVID. Before COVID. Every time we took a break or in between classes, didn't matter what friend group or what class it was, all they would talk about, oh my God, you see the Game of Thrones? I was like, fuck, no, I didn't. Sorry. And I felt so left out. And they just eventually bullied me into seeing it. And dude, the family fucking that happened.
Peer pressured into
for real,
Game
bro.
of
Like,
Thrones and shit.
yeah, man, and just the amount of like family fucking and like, I don't know.
I
It
feel
was.
like
Just,
I kind of felt that pressure too. Like, fuck, all right, let me see what the hype is.
it was
about,
part of the
you know?
culture at the time. And I don't know. Do you have a Twitter?
I have a Twitter.
What's your Twitter?
It's same as my Instagram.
At Johnnyism.
At Johnnyism.
Okay, for sure.
You know?
But yeah, dude, on Twitter I heard like that shit was just everywhere. The what's it called? The Game of Thrones. After the Sunday episodes, everything would just be around all about fucking. Yeah, exactly, and shit like that. So I was like, all right, I don't have a Twitter, but everyone would be like, all right, before I talk to you, did you see Game of Thrones? And I'm like, you can talk to me, like it's okay, but also no.
I
Like,
feel like that was the same thing with The Walking Dead and all that.
I didn't see that either. Did you see that?
I got into that shit.
Okay,
late,
you did?
like pandemic, like because there's nothing to do, and then I was just like at home, fucking watching TV, watching Netflix with my girlfriend.
Who the fuck wasn't, man? Honestly. Oh, so speaking of pandemic, what did you do? We talked about the lack of creativity and like how it was, like writing. Okay, well, actually finish that first. How was it writing jokes? You said you dedicated an hour a day, and have you tried those?
Yeah, you gotta do it. You know, you gotta be on a schedule. Actually, you know, you can't wait around for inspiration, or you can't fucking wait to get an email from a club. You just gotta go out there and do it. You know?
But like your writing process during the pandemic, was that like, what did you even find things to write about? I know you said you had a writing block, but like at one point, are you just lack of creativity?
Well, I feel like the COVID jokes, like
now they're not gonna hit.
COVID
I don't think
jokes are so like, if it's not super fucking clever, then it's just corny.
And imagine how many comics have written.
Because I've been
hundreds of jokes about
COVID.
COVID.
Open mics, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, that was my COVID joke," and like it doesn't hit, and that's my pet peeve too. I don't like when.
Talk to me, bro. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I don't like when comedians be like, "Oh, okay, I guess that didn't work." Like they're on stage and they'll be like, they'll say a joke and like no one laughs, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I guess that didn't work."
So they address that it didn't.
They'll address that energy, and they'll address like the. Basically giving the audience power. Basically, like, basically
I see what you're saying.
You know? Which I don't like that because.
So you want the power. You're the one holding the mic.
I'm the one on stage, fucking levitated. Not levitated, but I'm.
You feel maybe like that, yeah.
I'm not levitated, but I'm not like fucking floating and shit. But y'all are looking up at me. All the light is on me. Like when you're on stage,
you're performing, man. Yeah, it's
performing.
a performance.
It's a performing arts.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage, honestly, the light I can't even see. I could only see the first row of people, and it's just a sea of darkness because the light is fucking blinding.
Like in all clubs, you're saying?
All clubs.
Oh,
everywhere.
for real?
Yeah.
You could just see the first row?
Yeah, so once you're on stage, so it's like if people are like, oh my god, aren't you nervous? Like, everyone's just looking at you. It's not like fucking you're in class doing a oral presentation,
like a speech or whatever.
All the lights are the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I never even knew that. So you only see a select few of who's there.
Yeah, if you got really good eyes, maybe the third row, but
oh wow,
you only see like the first few rows.
Okay.
And then it's just darkness. So even like once you're on stage, you even get comfortable with just doing like your set.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was saying, like with giving the audience power, like I don't like how comics will be like, oh, I've been doing open mics for 15 or like for 5 months or for like a year and a half, and I got 15 minutes down. And it's just like, I just feel like that the 15 minutes I'm doing is the 15 minutes that I write down, and I'm not letting anyone tell me my jokes with what they work. If I think they're funny and they make me laugh, I'm gonna write that shit down and I'm gonna go say that shit in front of a crowd of people. Okay. And no one can tell me that it was good or if it was bad, because 9 times out of 10 after the show, people come up to me like, yo, that shit was funny.
Okay.
Like, yo, that shit was hilarious. And
will there be and they'll be laughing in the crowd, or they'll
of course they'll be laughing in the crowd. And like,
what happens if a joke, because I'd assume, man, like not every joke hits. If you have a joke that you can tell, you know, maybe a few people are laughing or maybe even nobody really laughed at, what do you do with that joke or that premise or whatever it's based on? I don't know if it's like a one.
I feel like you got to tweak it, but at the same time,
so you don't give up on it basically immediately.
I wouldn't say trash it, because not every joke works the same at every club, you know. Like it could be a Tuesday night and you could be in Hollywood doing a joke and it doesn't hit, and then next day, Wednesday,
Burbank,
you could be in Burbank and fucking that shit kills.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
So the crowd really matters like that much, where like some might find it hilarious, some might be like, what the fuck or whatever.
And if you're at an open mic night, majority of the audience is going to be comics themselves trying to get on stage too. So they're not going to laugh. I mean, yeah, they'll laugh, they'll show support.
They will.
It's all,
okay. I feel like comics are the most judgmental of other comics. I would think. I feel like they're critiquing you.
I feel like it's very competitive.
Of course, but they're critiquing you every second you're up there, I would think. Like, imagine just their average audience member. They paid for a ticket or whatever, or if the room is papered, whatever, they're like, I'm here, I'm spending money on drinks or food or whatever, make me laugh. And if you don't, they're going to get pissed. If a comic's there, I feel like they're going to be like, why is he on stage if he's not funny, you know? Fuck this guy. So they're just going to be thinking of your punchline, your timing, like, if you're physical, your expressions and whatnot, like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to be the most judgmental of the crowd,
right? If
they're there, like,
yeah. And I feel like it's definitely a solo sport. Like,
nobody's on your team in that.
I've reached out to people like on Instagram and stuff. I'm like, yo, if you have any like shows I could get on, like, let me know. And obviously they don't.
They don't respond.
They respond like, oh yeah, bro, you too. Like, let me know. Like, same, like all that shit.
Are these like comics? Would you say like are like kind of on like not above you, but like they're kind of getting more shows or they're getting more exposure? Or are they like on your same level?
Like you brought up the pandemic and how it was. Like I was just like really in like a funk where it's just everything was closed.
Who wasn't? Man,
felt like I wasn't being productive. And then once the world started opening up again, like in 2021. People I would follow people I've met, who I've done like shows with, who I felt I'm better than, like I'm funnier than, and I see them going to all these open mics and doing all these things and just getting out there, and that really is just inspiring to me, because it's just like, well, fuck, if this dude who wasn't even that funny is getting out there and getting on like shows, because that's really how you do it. You got to go to open mic nights, and once you do consistently open mics, people start noticing. They put you on shows. Like the venue was noticed. Like, this guy has been at this open mic like every fucking week for the past 3 months. Like,
is that like the biggest thing?
Yeah, we gotta let's give him a shot. Let's put him on the fucking Sunday night show. Let's do this. Let's do that. So, and that leads to shows, and that leads to just, more opportunities like that, because
recognition, dude. That's like the biggest
you just gotta
thing,
work
dude.
your way up to be a headliner, really.
Yeah. Oh, so because I've heard, and I don't know. I always talk about comedy on this podcast, but I've never done stand up. I'm not a stand up.
You gotta come with me to an open mic. I know.
We'll see, man. I want to try.
I thought you could do it. I mean, you just gotta believe in yourself, really.
Yeah, I mean, I like the reason I started this, and I've said before, is because I want to make people laugh, man. Whether it's for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, if they can laugh at something, because for me, laughter. Or just anything funny, it just takes me out of reality, Right. That's why I appreciate it so much, because sometimes, no matter how fucked up your real life or your world is, if you can get away from that for, like I said, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever, a comedy special, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, I appreciate that, man. That takes, like, time, talent, effort to get somebody to forget about whatever the fuck they might be struggling with, to be like, damn, dude, life is good for now, or whatever. Right. That's hard, man. Like, I respect that. That's why I respect what people like you who get up on stage, put the effort in to write things that, like you said, you think are funny. You're going to work out to make them think it's funny or, like, appreciate it. It's not easy, man. But, yeah, I want to try it. I've been thinking about it. So, yeah, man, we'll see. Like, I know you know open mics and shit, so we'll see, man. We can.
I know exactly how you're feeling right now, because I felt that.
Oh yeah.
For so long, before I actually went to the improv and put my name in that hat.
Yep, talked about
called and shit, but
it's just I feel like you need the balls to just do it. Just fucking do it, man. Like,
first of all, R.I.P. Lil Snoop, but there's this bar that reminds me of that shit. What you just said is, he says, I'm far from a Harvard student, I just had the balls to do it, and that man. And I listen to that song every day, not every day, but every time I do a show.
Oh yeah.
On the way to the show, I have a certain playlist that I listen to, just to get me in that mood, that vibe, and just to get me in that
mentality,
zone,
kind of, whatever.
Mentality, yeah, that fucking Mamba mentality. Like, I gotta go kill it. Like, there's no really nothing. Like, I don't give a fuck what happens.
But you're ready to go. You're basically just getting ready. And dude, part of getting ready, I would assume, dude, green rooms, which I've heard other comics, but I don't know them, obviously. But like, what is a green room really like? If you could
the green room is just the room backstage where everyone kind of just chills.
So are you
go on stage?
Are all the performers in there at once, or how does that go? Because I thought it was just the performer that's about to go on.
From my experience, at the comedy clubs in the green room is, let's say if I'm doing the 8 o'clock show, I'll show up like at 7 or something like that, 7:15ish.
And do you watch the other comics go up and stuff?
Well, the show starts at 8, then everyone has to show up like at least hour, maybe half an hour before. Everyone meets up in the green room, and then like maybe one of the employees of the comedy club will be like, all right, you're here, here's the host, here's the line.
In the green room?
In the green room, yeah. Talking to
okay.
all the comics, like there may be like a mini fridge or like water and shit like that. There's a bathroom.
For you guys,
for
just
you,
for the
comics and shit. And yeah, and usually when the show starts, you could chill in the green room, because they usually have like a little TV with a live broadcast of
the mic
stage.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Got
the
you.
stage, all that shit. So you could like be in the green room and watch the people performing.
Yeah, because I've heard like crazy green room stories, so I just wonder what it's really like.
And I'm sure they have like at like rap concerts and shit, they got green rooms, because I heard like fucking. I've heard Stephen A. Smith be like, "What, you think you Snoop Dogg in the green room, bro? Like, what the fuck?" Like,
I've never heard him say that. Really?
Fucking smoking weed and shit. Like, yeah. So
speaking of, I mean, don't get comedy clubs in trouble, but does anybody do any drugs in the green room or anything like that?
Personally, I've never seen anything.
Okay.
I've never seen anything.
You heard any stories or anything?
You know what they say, see something, say something, but I haven't.
Would you say something if you saw?
I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, it maybe depends on what's going on, but I mean, you mentioned Pryor before and Coke and the 8, we talked about that, but like, I heard it was fucking wild, man.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, like,
I'm
so
sure it was.
I wonder what it would be like now. Like, I have no experience, but I wonder if there's still some comedians that just get loose before they get on, you know? Not talking about drinking, because like you said, there's a fridge, and I mean, once you get up there, which I can't wait for.
But I've seen a bunch of comics take like a beer on stage. And
of course, that's like standard. Even if they don't drink, I think some do it as just part of their performance,
right.
You know, to make the crowd feel.
But personally, I don't like to get high or anything like that before.
No drinking.
At least a few hours before, like sober up and shit. Maybe get a Red Bull or fucking iced coffee.
I would think the same. Yeah, I would imagine you want to be
get that energy up. And
shit. Especially when you're like your first few years, man. You want to really, maybe some comics, you know, get up there. Like I've seen Joey Diaz live, man, and he's fucked up all the not like fucked up, but he's high as cheese, you know, all the time. So I'm sure he was on edibles, and I've heard stories about him going way under his time because he was just high as fuck and stuff. So, like, I know that they get lit, you know, but I think it takes time before you can get to that point where you're, like, comfortable. Go for it, dude. You're good, dude. No, you're chilling, dude. All right, so, yeah, Joey, I've just heard stories that he's gone way too lit off those Death Star edibles that he used to eat, get on stage, and then go like 15 minutes short by accident, or because he just had a panic attack and had to close way quicker than he thought. Before I get into the next thing, I was gonna say, do you have any like funny? Like I just asked you about the green room. Do you have any like crazy, funny, or like just weird stories from either being on stage or just even at a comedy club? Maybe an interaction with another comedian or something like that that like kind of stands out to you.
Nothing too crazy, you know, just like I've ran into a couple famous people, you know.
Would maybe some of them know? Did you have an interaction, or you just kind of saw them?
The only interaction I had would be with I think her name was like Fortune Femster.
Well, yeah, okay. It's either Femster or Fimester. I don't really know.
The white girl.
Yeah, the white big girl
with the curly hair.
Lesbian.
Funny chick.
Oh yeah, she's okay. I only saw her on this Netflix show, The Cabin. I'm plugging Bert Kreischer's show. Do you know who that is? Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, I've seen.
He's the guy that gets shirtless, takes his shirt off.
Hey, do what you got to do, right?
I think he's funny, man. I don't know.
To be honest, I've been watching his stand-up specials on Netflix.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's like a lot of storytelling, which I like.
A lot of storytelling, a lot of roasting his daughters and shit like that. You know,
he talks so much shit on his family, bro. It's on the period party. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. He's
I like that one where where he's talking to his daughter. He's like, sometimes you make a decision, you just gotta stick with it. Like, look at your mom over there.
Oh,
I made that decision 14 years ago. And here we are, just sticking with it.
He's hilarious, man. He talks about too how like when his kids get older, because they're in like high school, they're gonna like look back and be like, my dad's an asshole. Like, what the fuck? You just talk shit on us as his stand up and like on podcasts. If you hear him on podcasts,
yeah, he's a good podcaster.
He's an amazing I would assume he's like the best. You just have to be like, yo, so Bert did, and then he just he just goes off, man. I would assume he's great, dude, but. Anyway, so Fortune Feimster, you've seen her. I saw her on his.
Yeah, we were actually in the green room together. And she was like eating a salad. She was with her manager, and like she was eating a salad or whatever.
And which club? Could you say the
club?
This
was at Flappers.
Flappers, okay.
Burbank.
For sure.
The lovely downtown Burbank, by the way.
I honestly can't tell.
That's what they say. That's
what
for
real?
The club says lovely downtown.
Are you serious? Okay, we'll check out Johnny next time he's at the lovely downtown Burbank club, Flappers. You catch him there, I'm sure. But yeah, so you saw her in the green room.
Supposed to have a show there, 2020 BC before COVID, actually, but you know everything.
Well, dude, I'm sure you'll have one lined up soon, man. Hopefully,
I'm gonna fucking hit them up, like, yo.
Get me on a lineup, man.
Yeah, But anywho, yeah. So we're in the green room, and she's eating her salad, and I just get a bottle of water and use the bathroom. And
Was she cool? You talked to her?
well, actually, I was like, "You mind if I use the bathroom?" And she's like, "Do your thing, dude." Do your
She
thing."
didn't make like, oh, this is a fuck just for like transsexuals that were guys and then converted to girls.
No, it wasn't like that. I think this was like 2019.
So this was before the movement.
So it was
Okay.
before the whole like.
LGBTQ LMNOP.
exactly.
As Chappelle, I'm sure you've heard that joke, the alphabet people.
Exactly. Yeah, before all the alphabet people, you know.
Demanded stuff. But yeah, dude, I mean, I would just imagine, I mean, I'm sure once you get to other clubs, you're going to see some big names, or you're going to have something. I'm sure you're going to see some, because big names pop in those clubs, man. And once you work your way up, you're going to see, oh, fuck, there's Joe Coy, or there's, you know, who knows.
Right.
I mean, is there anybody that you've been, like, actually, that you really fuck with? No, it doesn't need to be, like, a big name, quote unquote, but, like, a comic that, like, either, I know we talked about who, like, inspired you before to do stand-up. I think, was Chris Rock one of them, or am I tripping?
Definitely Chris Rock has always been.
I mean, I think he's amazing,
one
but,
of
like,
my favorite. I mean, he's an icon. You
yeah,
know,
dude,
he's a
legend.
legend.
But, like, is there anybody in present day that you're like, get hyped about, or, like, you... I don't-
Present day comedians, no one really like present. Maybe like my favorite comedian, like living comedian, would be Gerard Carmichael.
Oh, that's that. He's that black skinny. Is
He's
that
a black skinny
Okay,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
He was in the movie Neighbors. Plays
Oh
like,
yeah,
the
with
friend.
Zac Efron,
Zac
right?
Efron,
Gotcha. Yeah.
he
Yeah,
has
that guy's funny, man.
his
Yeah.
own show called The Carmichael Show. Is on NBC.
Is that still on?
I think it got canceled or
Got
something.
canceled, okay.
But yeah, funny dude.
Yeah, dude, he's hilarious,
he has
man.
a bunch of like HBO specials. Directed by Spike Lee. So
Oh
you know
wow,
it's,
that's a big deal.
you
He
know
doesn't
it's,
fuck around,
yeah,
dude. Spike's not. Yeah.
You know how like LeBron does that barbershop shit? Like he has like a bunch of athletes and people, entertainers, like just in the barbershop talking.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that a show? That's a show he
It's
does?
like a show. Like it was like on fucking I think Showtime.
Okay,
or something
before,
like
so it's
that.
not It's not
This
on.
was
now.
like 2019.
Oh, I heard about this,
But
I
he was
didn't-
like in the barbershop, Gerard Carmichael in the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Was he kind of like? Was it a reality show, or was he like supposed to be?
It was just like a little conversation. Like for example, it'd be like one of the episodes was like LeBron, Drake, fucking like Michael B. Jordan, like
Oh my
fucking,
God, these are celebrities.
like Draymond
man.
Green.
Wow,
like, all
okay.
these people like
Athletes,
like Gerard
actors.
Carmichael's
Wow.
fucking dudes like that. It's called The Shop, I believe.
The shop.
The
okay,
Shop,
not the bar.
yeah.
Okay.
And then like so obviously like you got to be up there to be involved in this fucking
Definitely, yeah. So
to even get invited to that shit, you know. So
I'm sure. I feel like you
so I
need.
feel
To,
like not a lot of people know about him.
oh
But
really?
he's definitely like
He's hilarious, man. I think I would describe his comedy as like deadpan, kind of like he's like
Right.
really like super still face, just like. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen him do stand up, but from his clips, like you said, his show was HBO specials.
yeah,
on
he's
show-
a bunch. He's like
yeah.
2 HBO.
He's funny, man. Like I think he's hilarious.
like
Anybody,
I said, you go ahead.
I was gonna say anybody else you like that
Yeah.
you either look up to
So,
or that's like a current comic though.
Like
or
I said,
stand-up.
he's my favorite like living
Comedian.
comic,
Okay.
Dead comic would be Patrice O'Neal.
Oh
hands down.
man, dude!
Yeah.
I'm sure people
You gotta
listening
check
right
out
now, if you don't know who
Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice is, man,
Elephant in the Room.
that's a show. Not Showtime. Comedy Central. Is that
This
Comedy?
is was it HBO?
I don't fucking
think
know.
it
Maybe it was
HBO.
probably people. Yeah, yeah. Okay. But anyway, dude, that guy.
HBO 1 hour stand up.
His radio, I've just heard clips of him on radio, man. One of the best roasters in the world, like, just, I mean, he has a life story, but yeah, anyway. So anybody living that's a current performer
Well, let me
besides,
say something before we move on. Let me say
From
something
Patrice?
about Patrice.
You wanna-
He's
yeah.
just like,
He-
let me
that-
just give him the respect. First of all,
do it, go
RIP,
for it. Definitely.
And he's just like, honestly, like an inspiration.
Yeah.
Changed my life, really.
Really?
Um,
How did you discover Patrice, by the way? Because a lot of people don't know, but you're but so yeah.
well, obviously, stand-up comedy, but stuff he's really known for is like his Elephant in the Room special,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did the Charlie Sheen roast.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he like headlined the Charlie Sheen roast, and
Okay.
then he was big on like the Opie and Anthony.
That's what I was
show.
just gonna say, bro. I know him from Opie and Anthony. That's
Yeah,
all.
So
I don't.
I've been watching like a lot of his like old video, or not videos, but like
It's
old
audio, right?
Audio
Yeah.
on YouTube and
Mhm.
shit, and just
Which
like,
again, dude, check that shit
you
out,
gotta-
man.
You
If
gotta
you
check that out.
if you think you know what funny is, man, you gotta listen to Patrice O'Neal, man. Talk about roasting his friend for fucking a paraplegic. I mean, like,
it's
the guy could get
funny
away
shit.
with it. He was just so
But
funny,
it's not even.
man.
It's not just funny shit. It's just like life changing, like advice to help like young men.
Bro, his story though, I don't even want to give it away, but his story is, if you hear his story, it's life changing. I don't know if you know. I'm sure you probably do, but like, dude, I don't know. He went to prison. He did prison time. I mean, he had like, he's definitely. If anybody who really cares about comedy doesn't know about him, man, definitely I would say check.
Yeah. I just watched his. They just put out a little documentary about him. On,
Oh yeah. I heard about that. I haven't watched that.
All things comedy, I believe.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah, him and
good.
Bill Burr, I would assume would get along. I don't know if they knew
Yeah,
each other.
they were homies.
They were?
They're both from Boston.
They would get along, I would
they
think,
definitely came
perfectly.
out. It was like Bill Burr, Patrice, Kevin Hart.
Oh
all
man,
of
just
them
killers,
came up
dude.
together.
Yeah, bro.
In New York and all that stuff.
The East Coast guys, man, they're a different breed. Like, I don't know if you've done any
And
sets
that-
or.
I feel like that's the difference with today. Like, there's no really like camaraderie, because I would hear the stories that all they would say, like, they would all support each other and just make each other better. And
On the East Coast, you're talking about?
Yeah, like Patrice, Bill Burr, Kevin Hart, and then there was
Colin
a few,
Quinn.
Colin Quinn, I believe. There's a few others that I'm forgetting the name.
Yeah, dude, but just legends. All of them are killers,
But
dude.
still, like,
Norton, Jim Norton, is
Jim
that?
Norton,
Yeah,
all those
I mean,
dudes,
just you.
but
Those
yeah,
guys.
they would just be supporting each other. But nowadays, like over here in LA, I feel like it's just so like that's
LA,
non-existent.
man. I mean, you
That
know.
no camaraderie. No one gives a fuck about.
Super competitive. You mentioned it before. The comedy scene itself is competitive, but once you narrow it down to like here, Hollywood or L.A. or what's it called, just the entertainment business on the West Coast is just so cutthroat, man. It's like
It's hard. It's a hard thing. You know, it's a hard business, but you know, it's a dream. It's a dream
Yeah.
you gotta chase. It's like a leap of faith. You know, that you just keep falling.
yeah,
you
dude.
know?
I mean, that's probably what the allure is part of it. I mean, because for me, dude, like we talked about the pod, like why I like doing the podcast and stuff. And I don't know if it's the same for you, but it's hard to talk for 30 minutes to an hour or whatever and be entertaining.
I'm sure there's that factor of like self-doubt and self-sabotage. Like,
Oh, man.
that shit's corny, or nah, let me not say this, or nah. that's
It's
not
just you
funny.
never know. Like you said something to me that made that like hit really like it makes sense to me. If I think it's funny, I just kind of base humor on what the fuck makes me laugh. And if it doesn't make you laugh, it's not like it pisses me off, but oh, okay, fuck you. Like that's my sense of humor.
Right.
You know?
Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers. So yeah, I mean, I have a sense of humor. I know shit's funny.
Mhm.
Like I've had experiences with people and they'll be like, "Oh, you don't laugh, or why don't you laugh? Come on, that's funny." And I'm just like, but it's not that funny if it doesn't make me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that sounds like egotistical. Or
No, dude,
whatever,
not at all.
but
If
it's just
it
like-
maybe might strike a different chord in your brain, not the funny chord. You know, it might make you think. You know, like I've been to shows where it's like, he like Mark Maron. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Dude, one of the best sets I've ever seen at the Comedy Store. Mark Maron, and like most people would not think that's funny, but he's a performer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the stage in the club is where he feels he could speak his mind. And bro, it's hilarious, but it's also like introspective, where it makes you think. That's not everybody's taste, you know. Like some people be like, "Fuck, I enjoy this because it's like." Oh wow, I've never thought from that or seen that way. And then somebody like, oh my god, this idiot, like whatever the fuck it is. Again, he's a performer, you know.
That's why I feel like I gravitated to Patrice so much because it's like it's not only funny, but it's just like fuck. It's just like so insightful.
His perspective,
His
man.
perspective. It's just like, and honestly, my life changed after
Once
I
you heard
discovered.
What's it called? Not something light. I'm thinking blowing the light. That's another. Is it after the special or what?
No, it's just the special and just the Opie and Anthony shit.
Yeah, man.
at
How
one
he
point-
flows on that
At
is
one point,
crazy.
Yeah,
like,
at one point he had his own radio show. his
Oh,
own
I did not know
podcast.
that.
Yeah, it was called the Black Phillip, like the Black Dr. Phil show. Like Black
see, that's just
Phillip.
some shit he would do. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so,
like,
and all they would do is just talk shit about girls and women and how like. they
oh,
just
dude, that's his
don't like
specialty,
girls.
dude.
Yeah.
Just misogynist as fuck. Like, it's. But now, dude, he was almost getting canceled back then. Like, imagine what would have happened to him in today's day and age.
That's
Like,
why it was like I feel like we're getting robbed because
Sucks, man.
I want to see what he would be like in 2021. You know,
I feel like it would. Not a lot of people would appreciate it.
Fans, bitches. And
Oh my god,
shit,
he would have a
bro.
field day with that kind of
Right.
shit, dude. Like, oh man, I mean, I'll just go tell you this real quick, and then I'll tell you who my favorite comic is after. But this one Patrice story that I heard, man, and again about Bert. We're talking about comics, but that's okay. This is a comedy podcast. Bert Kreischer used to tour with Patrice back when like he was alive and shit,
Right.
and they used to go. I guess they did a tour in Europe, and like Netherlands, Belgium, like these random countries and shit. And this girl that Bert met at one of these clubs, this comedy club, was an American chick, but she was paralyzed, and he didn't know. They went out after drinking, got blacked out, and Bert the whole night didn't know. Next day, whatever, he invites her back to the green room. That's why, again, these green room stories I hear some comedians talk about are wild. He invites her to the green room. Patrice is back there. And Bert was sober. He was like, oh, have some drinks with me before the show, and then after we'll go out again. And, you know, he's just trying to pipe probably. But whatever. She comes, and he's talking about how her arm doesn't work, and she's like holding her opposite arm across her body to open the door, and Bert's like, what the fuck? Like, he's in his head he's not processing, and Patrice is like, you alcoholic motherfucker, you didn't know this bitch is paralyzed? And she's like in the room there, like, huh? Like, and Bert's like, the fuck, Patrice? Like, and he's like, what the fuck? You drank that much last night? You didn't know that she couldn't walk or use her arm? And then this girl's out back there like, you didn't know, number one. And then number two, like, does that matter? Like, can I be here? But, dude, that's like the shit. Like, if Patrice ever did something, that's like a story of a story that happened overseas, you know? Like, imagine that happened.
That is just the realness right there. It's like, you motherfucker, you didn't know.
That
even
came to him.
Like, you didn't know this bitch was paralyzed.
Yeah,
like,
like, he's
in front of her, too.
Yeah, dude.
And even she's like, yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, she's like...
It struck her and like, wait, what the fuck? This guy didn't know the whole time, because Bert was in shock, and like, because that's why Patrice said something, because he was like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, you didn't know? And then it was just like, that's just one story of millions, I'm sure, that of him. But
and honestly, that's just inspiring, just to be honest and
be honest and be that creative. Like, he was. Some people wouldn't say that's creative, but like, who would be that blunt to their friend in front of like a stranger?
You gotta be.
You should, if you're a good friend. Like,
even if you're trying to like get at girls and stuff, you gotta be blunt and you gotta be real. You gotta be honest.
I was just gonna say that. You gotta be honest, man. And Bert probably, like, the guy probably would have never addressed it that whole time if Patrice didn't say anything. But that's how Patrice is. That's just that's how he is. But
I feel like that's the beauty of it. You got to address it. You got to address it. You got to make these girls feel like, you know, like you don't need them. Like they're nothing special.
They're they're people, bro. Like,
they're
that's
just
it.
people. Like they don't want to be sweet talked.
If it was a dude that walked in the door, if it was a server, if it was one of Bert's friends, he would have been like, you didn't know this guy had a limp arm and was like limping as well? Like, what the fuck? Like, I said paraplegic earlier, but whatever the fuck that is defined as, their limbs didn't work how a normal person's would have worked. Like, whatever, man. But my favorite like living comedian right now. I mean, we talked about him earlier, dude, but like I'm gonna go off what I've seen live because I think there are people that I think are funnier than this person possibly, but I didn't have the chance to see them do stand up, you know, because that's different.
That's
I've seen
fair.
him.
Yeah,
So probably be Bobby, man, Bobby Lee. Like, dude, he made me cry laughing when I saw him, dude, at the Comedy Store. Like,
dude, I'm jealous. I regret. Because I had an opportunity to see him at the Ontario Improv. Like,
improvs. He works at a lot of the improvs.
Yeah.
That's really that close to fuck.
It's like 15 minutes away from my house. And I could have seen him. I had a day off, too, and I should have bought the tickets, but this was before COVID.
BC,
before COVID.
Yeah.
So then... just...
Never had the chance after. Like I told you before, I don't know if the audience knows, but... or listeners or viewers, Bobby Lee is one of the a literal. I would consider him a GOAT, but he's probably on his way up there. He's just hilarious, man. I mean, a very big.
I feel like he has one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
Yeah, two. He's part of two of them, man. Tiger Belly and Bad Friends. Like they're both each average like 500,000 views. I don't know how many downloads. It's huge, man. And he's in one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, The Dictator. I don't know if you know that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
but
bro.
he's honestly in a lot. He's in Harold and Kumar. His role in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is fucking hilarious.
Harold and Kumar,
the nerdy little Asian guy.
Yeah, dude. He's done a lot of shit, man. Harold and Kumar. He's been on this other ABC show. It's escaping me right now. Mad TV. Have you heard of that, dude?
Of course.
Yeah, dude. He was on Mad TV.
He was like Mad TV.
He carried.
Key and Peele, actually.
Yeah, he is. He's like friends with them. He talks about that. But dude, he's hilarious. He was probably, I would say him, and then somebody I really want to see is Theo Vaughn. I really want to see. Excuse me. Really want to see Theo live, but I don't know, man. I haven't seen that many people because it's kind of hard, man. Like the big comics are like the ones you think you would want to see. They're only in town every now and then, you know.
Right.
But and especially after COVID, we took a year off, dude. I don't know, but another one, you may know this guy, Jesus Trejo. Do you know who that is?
Sounds familiar.
He's really funny, man. I also saw him at the Comedy Store. He opens for Bert Kreischer.
Okay, sick. You go to the Comedy Store a lot.
Yeah, man. I've been to the Comedy Store a few times. Probably 5 times.
I've never been. I wanted to go.
We gotta go together. I'm not even joking. We really need to go as soon as
it's opening up.
It's open now, but it's I think maybe it's full, but I'm pretty sure half capacity, and you need to be fully vaccinated. You need to have proof of vaccination or a negative, or a negative COVID test. So it's not like anybody could walk in there, but it's open. But the Improv, I've also been to the Bryant Improv a few times.
Sick.
So that's really close to me, so I like going there. That's a cool ass club. I feel like that'd be really like a cool club to go to.
I started at the Improv.
Yeah, you said the Ontario one, man. Yeah. I haven't been over there. Is it like the same? Do you know? Have you been to the Brea one?
I've only been to the Ontario one.
So the Brea one's layout is just like a huge amphitheater kind of thing, just lined up with tables. It's just a bunch of tables like connected, literally like this, but a little bit bigger. They're all connected to each other. About 250 people, I would say, to 300 in the room, and they're all on the same level, okay? And then the guy.
So it doesn't like.
Nope. That's why I said amphitheater, but I wanted to say because it's a big ass room, bro.
Right.
Big room. I know comics don't like the high ceiling, but it's kind of like a high ceiling, not a low ceiling. But they do good where the sound travels to the back and all that. And yeah, dude, the performer, like I saw Joey there. Bob Saget. I saw Bob Saget there. It was good, dude. Their openers were great.
Legendary.
Yeah,
exactly. I was
exactly.
actually in San Francisco recently.
I was gonna ask you about that, man. How was that trip?
Fucking that. It's called the Pain and Lady.
Oh, where he did the show. Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant Full House. I was like, is that a comedy club or what?
Nah, the Full House fucking legendary like.
The home where they recorded the show. Yeah.
Intro where they, I guess they live apparently.
Yeah, but they did it on a set probably, but it was.
Yeah,
like,
but you had a little picnic at that fucking park. And
it's like public. You could go to it.
Public park.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's called the Painted Ladies. That's what those houses are called, and it's got the little view in the background.
Have you been to SF before that?
I have when I was like 12 though. So.
Oh, okay. Did you really not remember it? Okay.
I mean, I went to like Alcatraz and did all like the tourist shit. Went to like Bubba Gump.
Oh yeah, and the like that's like right off the the port area.
Yeah.
I went one time about 3 years ago maybe, because I had some friends going up to San Francisco State, and dude, it's crazy up there, man. I went around it's wild. I went around Halloween, dude, and it's like different than here, definitely.
BC
different.
before COVID.
Before COVID, yeah, this was 3 years ago.
A whole different vibe out there.
In like the 4 or 5 days I was there, I saw probably 3 fights, like within 10 feet of me. Like I don't know, that doesn't happen that often over here. Dude.
Out there, huh?
Yeah, dude, they're crazy, man. Because
That's sick.
we were in SF and then San Jose, and dude, it was just different people over there, man. Really different.
I always imagine what that would be like living in San Francisco, going to like one of the colleges out there and just.
Dude, you're broke as fuck. I'll tell you that.
Having to live there for 4 years and shit.
Yeah, man.
I imagine being broke as fuck unless you get a little fucking.
You need a scholarship.
Job or whatever.
Oh, dude. I mean, maybe, but dude, like the rent there is wild, parking wild, food, everything is just.
Everything is wild out there.
Yeah,
Airbnb I got was a steal.
Yeah.
This shit was like $40 a night.
Oh wow, dude. Yeah, I don't know
I stayed
anything
in
like that.
downtown too, so.
Bro, my homies that lived there, I had 2 homies living in the same place, and it was it housed 4 people, 1 floor. Okay, they were paying $1,500 each for 4 people. That's like crazy, and they didn't even have a full kitchen. They didn't have a stove. They didn't have a stove, bro. They cooked on a hot plate. They'd plug in some shit and cook on a goddamn hot plate, paying $1,500 a month as college students for a bedroom. And they each had to share a bathroom, so it was like one person or bed or bathroom for 2 people.
Better have crushed it on Instagram with those fucking views, dog.
They got nothing.
San Francisco views and
dude.
shit.
Oh, you mean? Oh, dude, their view was fuck no.
Instagram and shit.
Yeah, nah, dude.
The fucking.
Unless you're going to Dolores Park every other day.
Really, what's the point of paying all that money, but just to live
for school, man? It was for school, dude. They went there for school, and I don't think it was gonna be that much, but. Dude, I need to crush this here. Cheers. Pull it one more time. All right, dude. Let's get into the. Oh, one thing, and then we're gonna get into the Bumble Baddies segment, dude. Yeah, feels good, huh? What's one thing it doesn't have to be related to comedy. It could be personal. It could be just your perspective on the world or anything. What do you think will be different after? So AC after COVID, when everything is quote unquote normal, there's no restrictions, there's no gotta do this before you do that. Everything is literally back to 2000. We'll even go farther, 2016. Okay, we'll just even not saying technically like literally, but I'm saying like nobody's worried about no damn bat virus or whatever virus being spread. Okay.
Talking about the next Lil Uzi Vert about to come out.
We're back when P's and Q's came out. Exactly. Yes.
Shit. I remember the first time hearing that song.
Me too.
At the airport in Seattle.
Mine was in my car smoking with the homie. He had SoundCloud, I didn't, and he was like, dude, this came out. And I was like,
I remember
it's fucking alright.
The same situation when I heard, what's that song? EXO Tour Life.
Oh, well, yeah. That was later down the line, but for sure that hit different. But yeah, what are you doing, or what?
I would say the only thing.
What do you think will be different? I'm saying
definitely all the cooks and line cooks who work at restaurants would definitely still be wearing a mask.
Okay.
Because I feel like it just makes sense, you know. Because I've worked at restaurants. I have 5+ years of restaurant experience. So.
You know how? No, you're good.
So I know 5+ years of restaurant experience. So I know who they got back there. Right?
Yeah.
I know. So.
And how sanitary it needs to be.
How sanitary the shit is. So I honestly, I feel like if they should be that's mandatory to wear a mask when they're working. If you're cooking food, if you're working with people's food.
You think that'll be happening for the rest, forever?
I mean,
I'm talking about like
forever shit. I mean,
how about this? For the rest of your life, what do you think while you're alive will be different than BC?
I feel like hand sanitizer sales would be skyrocketed.
Okay, you think that?
You know, everyone would, because even now I have hand sanitizer in my car.
And you never used to rock that shit.
Never used to have hand sanitizer in my car.
Every girl that I've ever been with has hand sanitizer on them all the time.
You got the little.
It's the tiny keychain one.
Yep. Little keychain with the little
keychain one with the
flakes in it.
Some of that's like if you're really like.
Only the bad bitches got that one.
I can't believe you remember that. I was gonna say the one with like the plastic. It like sits in a plastic little thing, like or like rubber shit.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, the flakes. Yeah, those like blue flakes or red flakes or some shit. Those are the fancy bitches. Exactly. Yeah, dude. But yeah, dude, I mean, I've never had that shit. I was thinking the only thing after this, man, and I said this to a few homies on on an Xbox Live party, like at the beginning of this shit, when like literally you were, at least for me, like they made it seem like you couldn't see anyone, like it was like your household and that's all. So I didn't even see my some of my good homies for 2 months or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. I feel like you see who your real friends are after all this shit. It's just like
we might have to have a conversation about that off mic, honestly. But yeah, dude, you definitely do. So I mean, because life changed a lot for a lot of people, dude. And then you, like you said, you see who's there, you see who's not there. But I remember having this conversation with some friends, like, dude, I feel like loans and getting money from banks or whatever, the fact that people realize how unsteady their jobs are, based on something that maybe doesn't even affect them in the slightest. Okay, you just talked about people making food. Yeah, that's very sanitary, whatever. People couldn't work in buildings that were on Wall Street that had nothing to do with that. It was all stock and like traders.
Right.
Building that had on average 5,000 people entering it per day had 300. So it's like, I think people are going to realize you don't need to do this all at once, and like maybe giving people money, they're going to be different about it, like for a car, for a house, whatever. Like you might not be as secure as we think, you know. So I've heard it's harder to get loans and shit from a bank. I don't know, I haven't tried, but I really think that'll affect a lot of shit. But that's too serious, man, for this podcast. I'm a dumbass.
Well, that being said, I feel like people are just realizing how like useless like college is.
Bro, oh man, yeah,
like,
I know.
How, like high school, like I work with high school kids at the skate shop and shit, and all their shit's online. Like, imagine if you like sophomore year of high school just started becoming online shit. Like everyone, like you just get like it's summer vacation every day.
I say now I would be pissed, but I know high school me would love that.
Right.
I would be like, fuck school. I don't have to wake up for because I took zero period. Like fuck zero. Most athletes had to, and I was like, fuck that, dude. You know, but at the same time, college for me has been shitty. Like the past year, it was sucked dick.
We never won anything. We never fucking took the zero period and shit.
You think that's why?
Just be sleeping in.
We never trained that early. It was the early training that gets you the championship.
Discipline.
Yeah, dude, I know, bro. Okay, but dude, this is one of my favorite parts of the podcast, man. The Bumble Baddies segment.
Bumble Baddies.
Bumble Baddies, man. I have some pics that I sent Johnny. You have them, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we have a few baddies from the week that I just thought, you know, and I'll say this again, but it's never meant to disrespect the baddies. It's always just to kind of admire their profile, their photos, or whatever they put
They're
themselves
putting
on.
themselves out there.
They're on the internet. They're on a dating app. So whatever people's opinions are going to be, they're going to be that way. So the first baddie I'm looking at is Emma. Are you looking at her?
25.
Yeah, Emma's 25. She's like redhead.
Entertainment at Disneyland.
She works at Disneyland. Wait, okay.
The University of Kentucky, 2017. So she went to Kentucky to fucking get a degree in Disney, or what? What's?
I didn't even think like that, but it looks like it. I mean, oh fuck yeah! Well, who knows? You know, we just talked about the pandy.
About me.
Okay, let's go to the about me.
Not looking for a relationship, not looking for fun.
What? Oh, first, let's cut it. Oh, hold on. What are you looking for? That's what I would say.
Well, she says right here.
Okay.
Just looking for my freaking car keys. Have you seen them? Yikes.
No.
And she...
The stars. She did the stars.
She capitalizes a king in freaking. So she's trying to like subliminal mess. But at this point, she's like, just say what you want. You know?
Well, I don't get that. I don't... You know what that means? That eking part?
Yeah, she said just looking for a king.
This is why I swiped left.
I'm a very intellectual guy.
I didn't get that. Are you serious, bro?
That's what I'm getting at for first look.
This dumbass. How about this is what heats me. This is why I like this segment. Why not just have looking for a king instead of not looking for a relationship, not looking for fun? How about this? Looking for a king.
Because girls don't know what they want.
But guys don't want to do these games. Like, at least I don't.
That's what I'm saying, though. No guys downloading Bumble or Tinder looking for Mrs. Right, I don't think.
And that's the thing where they're at Mrs. Queen or whatever the fuck. And then the Yikes Wazowski. How do you interpret that firsthand?
It's just like, first of all, is that a Monsters, Inc. reference?
Yeah, the one-eyed monster, dude. Yes, that's what that is.
That's just random.
That means really nothing to me. That literally means...
Is that because she works at Disney? Does that like she's like a Disney?
Dude, you're thinking way more introspectively about this. If this person thought that that's what they wanted to come across as, like, hey, go divulge into where I went to school, what I'm doing now, and that's wild to me, but... Okay, thank you for recognizing that. And the IG.
Obviously, Yikes. If you're gonna put that in your About Me section, Yikes Wazowski, I feel like that's definitely like, hey, I'm into Disney. Like, I fuck with Disney heavy. Like, I work at Disneyland.
She put that already. Okay, but how about this? Do you like that? A girl showing that much about herself?
I feel like it's just personally, I'm just not into white girls.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay, I feel that. I don't like when okay, so you see her the basic, okay, doesn't smoke ever, for sure. But when you put that you're liberal and spiritual, and then basically that, I feel like people are also going to judge you as well, because you're sharing your political views, and then what you are like spiritually, I guess, is the way. I don't know, I just wouldn't.
Okay, well, my basic info: 5'4", undergraduate degree, socially
drinker,
never
smokes.
Never smoked. Okay, that's.
I get that. Some people want to know that. Yeah. So but I just get the political thing and like religion thing. I would just not tell people that. That's just me, dude. I just wouldn't share that off top because that's like pretty personal shit.
Honestly, I hope Emma finds that her knight in shining armor.
She's going to,
she
dude.
Finds her king.
So yeah, bless up Emma, dude. We'll go on.
Yeah, let's move on.
We have Brooke next, right?
Brooke. 24.
Yeah, dude. This she's got a bio. I'll read this one about. So about Brooke. I'm a bit of a homebody. Nothing better than feeling cozy with a cup of tea and a fun movie. 3 different color hearts ranging from pink, purple to blue. Fully vaccinated. If you don't care for the vaccine, please don't try to match me. My safety and the safety of others is very important to me. Initial reaction.
Very considerate, I guess.
Considerate, okay.
Body, nothing better than feeling cozy with a cup of tea and a fun movie.
But the heart
sounds like she could take dick. I don't know.
That's what you think from that?
I'm a bit of a homebody. Like, I'd rather just be at home and shit. Like, I don't know.
See, I get like not boring, but like that's basically saying Netflix and chill.
She's a home, definitely kind of boring. But I feel like, I don't know. It's like 2 white girls back to back. I'm just not.
So you're down for the white.
But even if you don't care for the vaccine, please don't try to match.
That's what I was just about to get to, man. Like again, sharing too much. That's like a thing in this segment. I feel like people share way too much about themselves in their bio, man. Like, why have to say first? If you want to say fully vaccinated to make people feel better, I get that. But then like the views on the vaccine they don't need to be in your bio, man. Like
that's like a first date convo.
Sure, you could do it, but I feel like you could kind of get the vibe of the person without even saying, "Hey, how are your opinions on the vaccine?" Like I don't think you really I don't know, man, but I just feel like that's a turn off.
Definitely. I mean, she's not my type.
Not mine at all either, but I'm just saying that I found this very interesting. Like I swiped left on her, dude, for sure. But then we'll go to Ashley.
Because I'm a bit of a homebody. What does that mean? A homebody?
She stays home.
I know, but I'm gonna be stuck watching what she wants to watch, giving her a fucking
drinking tea,
giving her a fucking back massage, and then when it's my time to get a back massage, she's like, "Oh, I'm tired, my arm hurts."
And what about the night you want to drink whiskey or something, and then she said, "Oh, dude, I want a hot toddy."
Is she supplying the puss? That's all I want to know.
I don't know if they put that in the about me, dude.
But they should though, because. That's
how guys think, man. I know, but like we'll go to Ashley
from the bottom and work the way up. We want to start with pussy.
Do you fuck? Like that's it. I
downloaded Bumble
to fuck, dude.
To bust a nut, not download. I'm not trying to get married. No guy is trying to get married.
No, dude, especially on a dating app, man. Okay, so Ashley, who's 24, she's
moving on.
Yeah, we'll move on to Ashley, dude. About her, I'm so sorry if I forgot to message you or reply. I'm hardly ever on here, and when I am, I'm just here for a second and forget to reply. And then I didn't put it on here because I don't want to plug your Instagram because we're not gonna promote that shit.
No free promo.
But what I don't get about this is why even have a Bumble if you're gonna say I don't use this. Basically, she said, "Hey, I created this profile that I don't use.
You know what it is?
Follow my Insta."
You know what it is? It's a promotional platform. I feel like bitches use. Like, hey, I'm never on here. Follow my Instagram, and they just get up their Instagram followers.
I mean, but like, do you
message me on Instagram?
This when I see that, I'm never feel like I need to follow them, man. Like I'm never like, oh fuck, dude, Ashley, type that shit in. Like I don't know, man. If you're on a dating app, like just be there for dating is what I think. I don't know. I
just Bumble because girls got a message first, right?
Yeah.
I'm not on Bumble. So
that's why she just wants to promote herself. Like,
hey, I'm so sorry if I forget to message you or reply. I'm hardly ever on here.
And then exactly, that's her whole bio is about not using the app. Like it's like fuck out of here, man.
But just follow my shit though.
Yeah, on this episode.
What she's doing? She's trying to squeeze the titties together, trying to.
Because she doesn't have them. Yeah. It's the classic like, oh, bring my feathers in, you know.
Right.
Like, yeah. It's I didn't even notice that.
I see you got a couple messages though. I see you got a couple matches.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but these aren't about that because if I grill them, dude, and they find out, it's not gonna help me. So
that's not.
We'll go to the Amanda, dude. Ashley, Amanda, dude. ABC.
Okay, let me read this about me. Amanda.
Okay.
25. Out of 4 siblings,
this one's wild.
I'm the only straight one. Good for her. I'm a black belt in karate. For the last 4 years, I've worked as a hairstylist so I can cut a mean fade. However, COVID changed that. So new job, here I come.
So what do you get immediately from that? Not even from the bio, just but from.
She loves black dick.
Really? Oh, is that why she's cutting fades?
Yeah, I've been a hairstylist, so I can cut a mean fade. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, hairstylist, I'm thinking fucking Fantastic Sam's or Supercuts and shit. Like, you cut in like a 8-year-old white kid with fucking blonde hair and shit. You know, that's a hairstylist.
When I
cut a mean fade, that's definitely like I'm only looking for black dick. That's what I'm getting from here.
I could see how you're reading that, but when I see an Amanda trying to be a hairstylist, I think of like not cutting men's hair at all. Like period. Like I just think of like females.
With the fade, I mean, we should cut in like lesbians and shit. Get in the.
Yeah, it's Amanda.
Fucking
you never know. She's the straight one. Why would she be cutting lesbians?
That's what I'm saying.
Which goes back to like the thing. Why the fuck share that you're the only straight one in your family? Does that supposed to encourage a person?
Fuck my siblings.
And it goes back to what I've said before, sharing way too much about yourself. Like letting people know that all of your friends are gay, or I mean all your brothers or sisters are gay or bi. Like that's really personal, but go for it, I guess.
It's like a third date conversation. You know, like, oh, by the way,
do you date like in hopes of having a girlfriend all the time? Because dude, I would not even share that.
No man ever does.
There you
go.
No
man ever does.
You even said before this, you're on Bumble just to get pussy, basically. You're not on there looking for a king, as we should let our previous
right. We're not looking.
know.
No one's looking for Mrs. Right. No one's downloading a dating app looking for Mrs. Right.
Thank you, and I hope females know that. Any of them that are listening, like that, when guys don't go on those apps looking for a girlfriend, a wife, a fiance, none of that. And I wish it could go back to the day where you would see those people in person and the bitch wouldn't trip the fuck out when you approached her. Because she can't see you on your Instagram first or what you look like in camera or on a photo. They don't want to.
Just imagine living in like the 70s or the 80s. I would have so much
bitches.
Forget so many bitches.
Any girl you talk to will. I mean, we should save that for another episode. We should do an episode just dedicated to Patrice O'Neal sometime, just about how his because bro, so many women would not be able to handle his theory on women and misogyny and all that. But that's not what
it's a way of life, though. I feel like it's
for some guys.
Like I said, it changed my life to have that confidence and to have that perspective,
attitude. I would think, yeah, man,
have that mentality. It's just like, you know, you got to be righteous. And if you're not righteous about what the things that you do, women aren't gonna believe.
They won't respect you. Is kind of what I get from his shit. Is they won't respect or appreciate you.
Pretty much, all I'm gonna say is that I'm better than you. Like that's his whole. That's his whole thing. He's like,
and he will ride by that too, dude.
Like,
he will.
You're at my level? Like, no, I'm better than you.
Yeah, man. And he'll ride, and he will tell you why, like, all that shit. Like,
and I feel like that shit's real, because if a girl doesn't think... Like, a girl's not going to be with you if she don't think you're cool, or she don't think that you're, like,
well, we talked better. Exactly. I talked about... Or I mentioned earlier punching up. Whether it be in comedy or career, whatever it is, you got to punch up. Why would a girl punch down? If she thinks you're below her, why would she go for you?
Right.
That's why guys are these like douchebags, you know, for a lot of the time, because they think that works.
And that's why you've heard the saying growing up since you were a child, you know,
nice guys finish last. I already knew where you were going, man. And it's not bullshit, you know.
You've heard girls like, oh, why do girls like assholes? It's because
assholes technically usually win. I feel
it's because they're not us. Women are not us. They don't think like us. They think very differently. So
that's what they want, kind of, is an asshole.
It's kind of like they want to be treated like who they really are. Because who they really are is they're not this fucking person on this pedestal how we put them on. Men in general.
Yeah, I was going to say men, guys.
These women, like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, and she should be treated like this, and all this and that. But in reality, it's just like, she doesn't think that way. She doesn't, you know. Like,
she's probably. We said earlier, girls like the baddest girls think they're ugly as fuck.
Exactly, like the baddest girls
lack confidence.
They're biggest critics, and they're just like, oh, really? You probably think people are better than me. But in reality, it's like, you're who I want to be with, but if you're self-sabotaging yourself, then there's really nothing I could do. Like, I could give you all that validation in the world, but if you're still going to think that way,
it's like a blockade. That's why you treat women like dog shit, basically. Treat them like dog shit, and you bag them up like you would dog shit.
That's why, like, bum-ass dudes be getting, like, the baddest bitches.
I mean,
They bring them down to make them feel like bums. These girls, they feel like bums and shit. And
That's why it's like Bobby Lee. Like, we've talked about Bobby Lee like 3 times. He's got one of the baddest girls.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Kalila, she's
Kalila's a baddie, dude. Like, oh man.
And he says like, "Fuck you, bitch." Like, you don't talk to me like that. Like,
He's so. I mean, but that's also that's how he presents himself. So you know what the fuck you're getting. That's basically like not Chappelle. Patrice's whole thing. Just, this is who I am. Fuck you if you don't like it, you know, like, this is me.
Like, you gotta be
earn my respect. Like, that's his thing. You gotta earn my respect. Like, but I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and you know, some girls can't handle it, but you know, we'll talk about that on the next episode.
Definitely, the next time Johnny comes in, or I mean, we talked about it that we'll maybe do. I mean, we got to do something just on our own, possibly. So expect that, dude. Plug anything you have left, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever, dude. Next time you might be at a club.
Instagram and YouTube are really the big things. Plug in Johnnieism,
okay.
JohnnieIsm.
Sure.
And then Johnnie Gonzalez on YouTube.
And that'll be linked in the bio as well. You can see all that. But
tap in.
There you go, dude.
You know.
And yeah, catch you next time where we're some of the like clubs or mics you go to.
The Fourth Wall.
Okay.
Can't Even.
Okay.
The Mint open mic.
Basically in like LA, SoCal area.
LA based.
LA area for sure.
But yeah.
Word, man.
Big things coming. Big
Good.
things and stuff in the works. So.
And thank you again for coming on, man. Appreciate it, dude. We'll do something together. Definitely,
Absolutely.
man. And I'm at VIK_EMP on Instagram, TikTok at Early Morning Pod. And you know our email, business@theearlymorningpodcast.com. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.